Hi guys, I'm Kasha. Welcome to the channel, to my wonderland. It is a coffee time, and today I bring you another Top 5 Wednesday. Top 5 Wednesdays, it's a group in Goodreads that gives you for every month 4 topics, one for each Wednesday, and then you can make your own top 5. In case you want to check them out, I'm gonna leave, like always, down below the link to the Goodreads group, and I'm also going to include a link to Sam's channel because she's the creator of this group. Alright, so today's topic was a little bit painful, and it's to throw salt into my wounds, and it is books you didn't get to in 2018. Sadly, I will need to make like a top 50 for this video. Like, I'm a little bit disappointed because there were some books that I really wanted to read, but I never got to in 2018. And the month of December has been hard on me. I had somebody from my family pass away, and I was not in the mood to do much. I was not really motivated for doing much, so my idea of reading a lot in the month of December did not succeed really. So, you know, you just gotta deal with it. Sometimes in life you need time for yourself, you need to fix yourself and then move on, you know, with life, and that's perfectly fine. So, you know, if a month for whatever reason I've been in a gloomy mood and not wanting to read too much, that's perfectly fine. Alright, so I've picked 5 between all of the non-read books that I have on my shelves that I should have read in 2018. And the first one is one that I'm really ashamed I have not read yet, and that is Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. Yep, still not read it. Still didn't happen, and I really want to read this one because it has to do with magic and magic being banned and then being reclaimed, and everybody says it's so awesome, and it's probably super awesome, and I still haven't read it. So it's one of those books that I'm going to read in 2019. I have decided to make a list of 12 books that I was supposed to read in 2018 and it didn't happen, and I'm gonna choose 12 out of them, and I'm gonna be choosing one for each month in 2019 to force myself to read some of these unfinished business. Then we have Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. Yep, still also did not happen in 2018, people, and I really want to read it. And Muse of Nightmares, which is the second book, was recently released, and so now I can read both books, and people say that they're so awesome. People do say they're a little bit slow paced, but I don't have anything against it if it's really well written and I'm invested in the story. But definitely also one of the books that I'm gonna put in that list of books that definitely need to get read in 2019. Then we have The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X. R. Pan, and I really want to read this book because I think it's going to be one of those books that it's so beautiful but it also breaks you, and I've heard only good things about it, and I really want to read it. It is about a girl that loses her mother, and she believes that her mother has reincarnated in a bird, and that just sounds so cute but heartbreaking at the same time, and I really want to get to this one as well in 2019. And then one that I'm really ashamed that I have not read yet is Sleeping Beauties by Stephen King and Owen King, and I own 2 hard copies of this book and I still have not read it. And the story sounds just so amazing to me, but still have not read it. And one of the reasons why, it's because it's a chunk of a book. And another reason is because in the last couple of months with the Witchathon and other things going on, I just have not had time. But this one's gonna happen also in 2019. And if you have not heard me talking about this book, even though I have mentioned this book a couple of times already in my channel, this book, it is so interesting to me. It is about a world in which women, when they fall asleep, they go into this kind of like cocoon status and they cannot wake up. Nobody can wake them up again. And there is a women's prison in which all women except for one, all other ones fall asleep except of her. It seems this thing is not affecting her. You know, when she falls asleep, she just wakes up again. Like, and why isn't this woman being affected by this kind of curse or whatever is happening in this place? It sounds so intriguing and so interesting, and I also want to see how is the combination of, you know, Stephen and Owen King working together, and I'm super excited about this one. And in place number 5, because I just couldn't make up my mind, I decided to add 2 books because I just need to get to this, and it is Vengeful by Ve Schwab and A Map of Days by Ransom Riggs, and these are sequels to books that I have adored. I read Vicious for the first time this year and I was like madly in love with it. Madly in love. So I really want to read the sequel, and I think everybody knows what Vicious is about, but it's about two guys that get to know each other at college, and they are kind of trying to push the boundaries between life and death, because I think that if you get a near-death experience, that's how you get superpowers. And A Map of Days, which is the fourth book in the Miss Peregrine School for Peculiar Children series. And I just could not see the day that I would have this book in my hands, and I got it in October when I was in England. I was able to get this exclusive edition by Waterstones, and I need to read it because I need to know what happened to my peculiar children. If you have not read any of the books from Miss Peregrine, I strongly recommend them to you, especially if you love books about children with special powers and things like that, because it is just amazing. And at the beginning I didn't know if A Map of Days was gonna follow the stories of the peculiar that we already got to know in the other three books, but it is following them, so I am like beyond excited to read this one. But of course there are many other books that I still need to read, like Darkest Minds and Ember in the Ashes. I also need to read The Hate You Give. I'm just behind in everything. Very stressful, but it is okay. It's okay. I think I did a pretty good job this year. I read nearly 100 books this year, so I'm pretty happy about that. But that includes as well ebooks, audiobooks, and graphic novels. But I'm gonna try to push myself just a little bit more next year and see if I can top that. Alright guys, so these were some of the books that I didn't get to read in 2018. Shame on me. Let me know down below which are the books that you swore yourself you were going to read in 2018, but it never happened. Thanks so much for watching. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, all the other social media is listed down below, and I hope to see you all guys in the next coffee time. Bye!